I'm going to see if I can do a good job of explaining a hyperfocus for an ADHD person. So basically, I have found that I have glitter in about 40,000 different kind of cases. I have them in these little jars. I have them in Ziploc bags. I have them in these things, just in a bunch of different places, and I keep losing them and then finding them again, and I just want them all in one place. So I went on Amazon because they're going to have a sale, and I know Amazon is the root of all evil, but you just can't get things other places here in the UK. I'm sorry. Because I was going to put one of these in my cart to see if I could get one really cheap. But then I thought, let me look at the ones that I've got and see if I can somehow make one of these empty so I can use it for glitter. And I found out that, like, I have only 24 of these things filled with crimp beads for beading. And I had 24 randomly empty ones in here. And this is like tools for leatherworking. So these little things hold the holes together. I could explain later if anybody's interested. So I had enough room, but there were spaces throughout. So these things, they're great for storing things, but the big pain in the butt is that, like, this lid is not going to fit exactly on a different guy. It fits good on this one, and please ignore the eczema. So what happens when you get stressed and eat peanuts? Basically, yeah. So I was moving the things, like opening two different lids, moving this one into that one, this one into that one, this one into that one, and filling up all the spaces, which leaves me 24 left, which is exactly how many were in here. And then I will have this ready to then start emptying all the glitter things. Is this what I wanted to do today? No. I want to do my currently inked. I need to swatch some inks so that I can show them, swatch it out before I pour it into an Opus 88 pen, and then I can do my currently inked. And it's just like, once there's a bunch of steps to something, I get stuck. I am not going to be able to stop until this and this are done. So until this one has all the crimp beads and this one is all filled with glitter, I'm not going to be able to stop. I'm stuck. And that is what it's like to have a hyperfocus. Yay! I've got this one done. It is filled. Now I'm allowed to go pee. This one is empty. Now I need to gather all of my glitter and put them in like piles. Because I probably have like 4 of these things of this color, purple stars. So I want to put them all in one thing. And then I want all my stars together. You get it. Anyways, I'm stuck. Right. I know I'm missing some. I don't know where it is. And the question is, do I get started putting things in here, kind of knowing full well, because I'm only going to do chunky glitters in here. There's no way I'm putting the super fine glitters in here. But I'm thinking I'll do with the super fine is put them in sample vials like I did with the glow pigments. Because those are quite sturdy and a lot sturdier. The lids screw off these things all the time. So I may just get myself a bunch of sample vials and put all the kind of fine glitter in those in one place. Maybe get myself a shotgun shell case or something, depending on how many I have. But I know for a fact I've got more of these and I only have one of them here. And that doesn't make any sense. So where the hell are they? And, you know, just do I get started? knowing that things that are the same are not going to be next to each other? Or do I continue to hunt? I think maybe I'll see if my husband, who's awesome, would be willing to go down to the shed and look for more glitters. Because if I go down to the shed, I'm going to get stuck down there. Because it's one of those days where I get stuck. But yeah, so these are all the chunky glitters. Like, and the thing is, every single one of these holographic glitters is different. Every single one. It's kind of nuts. This green should be with these greens. And I know I've got more of these in these little bottles. Where are they? Oh! Okay, I found some more. They were under my desk. Do you see what I mean? So here's the deal. With the chunky glitter, I think I've got like 58 here. So I won't be able to even do the shapes, like the stars and things. Stars and hearts and whatever freaking shapes I've got. What I think I may do... So it is the 5th. The Amazon sale's on the 8th. I think I may try and find something with more than 64 slots. So what that means is I just wasted all my time doing this. Because it's not going to work for all of them. Unless, you know, maybe I just grab whatever is the most on sale. I just grab another one of these and have another one be shapes. I don't know. Now where am I going to put these so I don't lose them again? I want to put them all in one place. Right. Wish me luck. Okay. So my next project is to take all these lip smackers that have, like, you know, some still in, but like not enough for me to actually wipe my lips with them. Combine them all together. This is a Ranger melting pot. I have it on, I think, 60. And then, where's my little... Oh, seriously? There it is. It's underneath. Okay, I'm going to put this in here. And I'll be... Actually, I'll put it in there once I dig all these things out. So I'm going to dig all the things out, put them in here, put that in here until it melts, and then I'm going to be putting it in this mold. So there's 4 pieces to this mold. I'm not sure if you could see that it's shaped like a bullet lipstick. So you put these 2 pieces together and you screw it not on the smaller side but on the larger side. I just clean this all off with alcohol. Lock it in. This just sits on top, and then you pour this mixture into there. These are kind of expensive now. They've got kind of plasticky or acrylic ones that you can get. I got this one ages ago. I think I got it at a... I used to live right next to a movie makeup place. And so I think I got it there. Every once in a while I just wander around and go, I don't know how to put on any makeup except for lipstick and mascara. So I thought this was a great idea. And every so once in a while, you know, especially back when I was using like MAC lipstick, it's strange because all the colors that you usually wear, if you mix them together, still kind of look good on you. I don't know why, but it's always worked out for me. Yeah, so that is what I'm going to do. A toothpick comes in handy because you want to kind of dig around the sides. You want to get as much out as possible so that you don't have to add any more kind of beeswax to it. This is what it's looking like so far. It's all stuck to the side, but it will melt down into the bowl. All right, I'm gonna put my gloves on. So I've melted all the bits, and I used to have one of these little silicone guys for doing this, because you know you can heat the silicone on here. But I may have accidentally used it for something else. I can't remember which one was which, so I'm not going to risk it. So I'm just using this guy. And yeah. This is going to be a mess. So this is not going to make a very long lip thing. But, oh, look, it did. It filled it up. All right. I'm going to turn this off and take that down to the fridge. Actually, I'll let it sit for a minute and then I'll take it down to the fridge. Now, I've also been known to use a wax melt spoon to do this, and it actually makes it easier to pour in, but I just didn't want to clean this, so I got my whole melt pot and everything out. Anyways, yes. Multiple ways to melt it. Did I spill some on my way down the stairs? I'm not gonna say. Alright, so I decided, because this side is fine, and I only just have this problem right here, this really thin spot. You can see the silicone thing through it. So what I need to do is just kind of, I'm pinching it in, and then I'm going to try and paint some black resin on it. I should probably put some gloves on. Which, I'll use that brush. Gloves. What I want to know, and I didn't remember when I did this pin, is how far this inner thing goes. So I may try something in the mold again, just to see kind of on both ends, because that's so dark. I can't tell. I want to maybe try and have clear ends and pretend I've got little finials on it. I don't know. I'm just playing with these things. These aren't kind of, you know, real pens that are going to compete with any decent pen maker. Right, I'm hoping I just need like a smidge. Would help if I took the plastic cap off. See if it self-levels. It's doing it a bit. I have a feeling I'm going to have to do what I do for the preppies, which is put some gloop on it, sand it back, and then put a top coat of clear. Okay, level out. It's still sticky. I'm going to stick that in the window. And then you know what? Where's one of my screwed up lips? Screwed up lips make very good resin pen holders. I think I need to take this out. Okay. Alright, so now I would like to mix a color. What color should my finials be? I think this bright pink, right? This will also test another thing for me, which is whether this pigment works with this resin. Alright, I need something to prop up the resin in. Problem is, it's like impossible to pour it just down to the bottom without catching the sides. Is that a big enough finial? Let's do it a little bit. Hi, neighbors. What I need to do is find something that will prop this straight up. Right. Let's see if that works. Of course, I've got a big stripe going down both sides. Nice. Oh well. It wasn't the intention, but it's okay. I don't know either. Can you see what I'm doing? So what I'm doing is I'm curing it, kind of flash curing it, and then I'm going to stick the thing in, the thing that makes the center hole, and see if I could still stick it in, or if I went too far. Yes, I can still stick it in. Okay, good. So there's going to be my not very straight finials. I think I just chipped off a piece. What the heck? I did. Totally just chipped off a piece of the thing on it. Alright, so maybe don't do that unless you're done. Alright, so I will do another finial. Yarp. And the other end, I am putting almost less than no thought into these. I'm just doing a couple of experiments. Alright, this one is toast. Yay! I wanted to use that one up because I don't have any room to store it anymore. Oh, I put way too much pigment in there. Alright, well that finial is going to be brighter. on the top than it is on the bottom. Don't spill because you didn't put your mat down. Ugh. Seriously, cannot take me anywhere. Where's the other? All right. I think that's as far as we need to go. All right, now to decide what to do with the rest of it. No rush. All right, let's see if this worked. So you just kind of take this top piece off, and it looks like some of it sank down in. There's kind of a hole. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to have to do this again or not, but I bought the cheapest pen case or whatever. And you basically just, after you take this top piece off, you just do that, push it down on it, and usually if I'm doing lipstick, you can just kind of pull it out, but because this is like a chapstick, all right, here you go. Brand new lip smacker pretending to be a lipstick. Ta-da! God, that's been on my list forever. And that is that. This is the one that's fine. I should just move that out of the way. So this, the dent seems to have gone, but it's still puckering. So I did a new layer and I put it on top, and now that layer, can you see the pucker? I think I just need to check this one. Because I could just keep covering it and covering it and covering it and then sand it back, and then I'll have to, it would be 10 times faster to just redo this one. The only problem is, I can't really do it with the black. The black just kind of isn't working. So I'm going to put this aside and think about it, and, just that this pen just might not be happening. Or I could redo this one with polyurethane resin. It's just this black that isn't working. The UV, because it's too thick to go through the thing, the mold. Alright, so I've got some cleanup to do. And yeah. Okay, so apparently this leather was one that I brought back from the States, and I won't be able to get a hold of it. It's the kind of shiny-ish leather that I made one of these for Key. This was like the most gacked up piece. Can you see all those dents? And there's like this on the inside. But yeah, so I won't be able to get this one. But what I was able to get was this one. So I don't know whether you can tell. It's not as shiny as this. This is very glossy. The thickness is about the same. I could get my calipers out if that's a thing you care about. And this is a pull-up leather. So you go like that and it kind of gets lighter. See? Along the spine. But yeah, I have enough of this to make some things. So let me know if that interests you. Hello. It is a day for fans again. Another heat wave in the UK. So this pen, this TWSBI, which is a medium nib, is writing such an insanely fat line that I think that I've got the wrong feed mixed with the wrong nib. So this TWSBI, I can't get this piston to go back in. It's worked for all the other ones. Can't get it to work for this one. I've just put out a cry for help to the Fountainers, see if anybody else can fix that one. But and then this pen, I don't know where the hell the feed went. Like, I've got the nib. This is a fine, but I don't know where the feed went. So that's gonna go into stasis for a little while. So I'm thinking the feed I've got on here, after asking some people on Simonet's Discord, actually should belong to the stub. I don't know how you tell these things. Like, they said that they were different, but how do you know? Like, I can't see anything. There's nothing visible. Maybe the channel might be a little deeper. I don't know. But I have a feed and the 1.1 stub nib here. So I'm going to turn this one into a stub. Maybe I should leave this feed in here. Use that feed. Stick the other fine nib in here that's missing its feed. Yeah. So I know that when I got these new bodies, I said I was not going to be swapping out any more nibs, but I just have to, because this is not working for me. And I don't remember absolutely hating the medium nib as much as I am right now. Okay, so why? I'm supposed to just twist it out? I can't get a hold of it. Okay, there we go. Twist it out. Feed and step. Yeah, so that doesn't look any different. So I had used... That doesn't even look like it's going to fit on. I guess. I had used Ferris Wheel Press Auroralis in this pen, and then I tried another ink, and this is not going in. It was the same. Seriously, why is the blind person, or I'm not blind, I just have warped vision. Okay, it's in. So I guess I'm going to have another pin inked up. So I'll stick this medium nib in here as well. So I've got a TWSBI, a fine. I just don't know where that feed went. It should have been on this table. But then there were 80,000 other things on this table as well. So I will stick this back in the TWSBI repair kit. And I guess I'll stick this thing in the TWSBI repair kit. I don't really like these TWSBI goes. I like the filling mechanism. What is this to? Sailor. Okay. And then where's the body for this? I'd left water too long in my water brush and it did not smell great. So I washed that. What's up here? Oh, it's a feed. Okay. So let's see. I mean, I guess that channel looks maybe a little thinner. I don't know. Should we make the... Okay. Can I see any difference? I've got my super close-up glasses on. No, I don't. But I wouldn't be able to tell if this channel was a little bit deeper. All right, I'm gonna match. I'm gonna make the go a medium. And I'm gonna stop dropping things. Right. Because medium, I realized TWSBI Fine is kind of my go-to. All right. All right, so that's back together. Put this in here with the fine nib. I'll ink this up later and try it out. Okay, so Amazon, the Evil Empire, had their sale, and I did crumble and buy a couple things. Okay, I just can't get them anywhere else over here. But first, I got, oh my gosh, that's sticky AF, and I really shouldn't be touching this with my hands. Aubergine pigment paste for that purple, those purple lips that I have not been able to get the purple. Like, I'll show you my last attempt at mixing purple. It just won't mix with the colors that I've got. That's not purple. This is purple. So I'm gonna make some purple lips. Not on this video. I don't think you guys need to see me making lips. I have some orders for things I need to get cracking on. So that is what I'm doing today. I still have some inks I need to swatch from Lisa from my birthday still. And yeah. I have a bunch of, are these the ones that are, no. I need to add all these ink samples to a database, because these are all the ones that I will be letting somebody choose in a giveaway that's coming up when I have enough money to ship things. I got, okay, so off of Amazon, I got a fan. It's cute, and look, he folds like this, and I like him a lot. So I don't, because I was using this one to bring to work and back home, and I'm like, I don't want to break that one. It has a stand and all this stuff. This one doesn't need a stand, because I had lost the stand at one point, and my husband had to make me like a one out of air dry clay. All right. So I also, so the resin that does a really good job of suspending glitter in it is the fast cure, kind of 4 to 6 hour fast cure resin. They're out of that everywhere in the UK, but they told me that would be coming back in by the time I get my new paycheck. But this was on sale, so since I don't seem to be done, I got that. And then 140. I hate these little clasps things, but I have another thing with them on it, and I just rubber band it shut because when the clasps broke. So these are for diamond painting, and it's kind of interesting because if you're into that, this one comes with, I guess the diamonds are all like certain numbers match certain colors. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these stickers. Because I don't do diamond painting, and I will not be doing diamond painting because that is a rabbit hole that I don't need. I have enough rabbit holes. I've got knitting, crochet, resin, jewelry making, pens, I'm sure there's other things that I'm not even thinking of. I don't need another rabbit hole. Okay, put this back in. All right, put that back in. Okay, there's 140 of these things. Actually, there's 139. I'm missing one. But I have a few extras, so I'm not worried about that. I'll just stick mine in. I'm not returning it. I want to get started. So, yeah, I'm going to get started putting all my glitters in here. I won't do that on camera either. That's pretty boring. Maybe I'll show it when it's done, but that'll be in the next video because I need to wrap this one up. What else was outstanding? I don't think there was anything else outstanding. So this will be Shaunanigans 2, and then I will start Shaunanigans 3. Because that's all I seem to be doing is Shaunanigans. What color should I put in here? Oh! Speaking of which, Ava contacted me and said she found this. And did you see how cute that packaging was? Schneider Lilac. I've got a bottle. I don't know. I'm just obsessed with these inks right now. So the lilac and the apricot, I think, are my two faves. This color is so soft. Like this orange. It just looks soft and I don't know why. I want to pet it. But yeah, so I have the bottle. I think I'm okay with just this bottle. I don't think I'd use apricot enough to justify a bottle, considering I've got this much in a sample. Probably about 3 milliliters. 3 milliliters, Shauna. Yeah. So that is that. That is the end of the video, I think. Was that it? Oh, nope. Got more things to show you. So I have blown a bunch of my pen money on resin and resin molds, and it just is what it is. I don't need another pen, really, to be honest with you. So I decided I'm fine with that. These are all the little cups that I mix in, so you don't need to see those. You don't care about those. But they're like these. Well, I'm going to show you anyways. So they're silicone, and the stuff just pops right out. And I like them, and they work really well for resin, UV resin, you name it. So I bought a bunch of these Morandi paste colors off of AliExpress because they were on sale. But of course, bizarre, I bought them all from one place, and they sent me one, and the other ones are still in transit. How? And then I bought this is a spaceman. I'll put a picture up of the spaceman because my son and I just finished watching Murderbot, and I think that's kind of the closest thing I can get to. Murderbot is a spaceman, and I think that is it. So yeah, I'll be having Jeffrey has ordered some lips, and I think this will be the perfect color for one of them. And I have more colors, but I really wanted to get these kind of creamy opaque ones. And that's it. That's it. This is the place that I bought the Bartram's Hey on Y. So yeah, I'd never heard of these guys before, but they sent it really quick, and it was in cute packaging, and so if you're in the UK, you could shop there. This thing, I'm going to probably sand down, see what it looks like matte before I decide to. I think I've kind of saved it. Why I saved this super cheap thing, I don't know. But I'm going to sand it down, see what it looks like matte, and then gloss it up if it needs it in the other video. Bye.